There's a beautiful mist this morning, the first mist of Lunasa, and because I'm on a hill, because the cottage is on a hill, it appears that Bealtaine Cottage is absolutely cut off from the rest of the world. It's as though the rest of the world didn't exist, because look, it's like there's nothing beyond the mist. So the mist has come down, can't see the mountain, can't see anything beyond. And these are the first of the Lunasa cobwebs. So the little spiders have been busy because they know here in Ireland this is the beginning of the Celtic autumn. Tuesday morning, and the whole mountain range is cut off with what looks like the ocean, but is actually the mist, the dragon's breath, which is going up the valley and across towards Loch Allen. Or maybe it's coming from Loch Allen. Isn't that beautiful? Little frog down near the stream. Looks to be about maybe 2 years old. May even be from this year's brood. So it's just gone 8:30 here on Tuesday evening, and I'm thinking ahead to the 12th, which I think is Friday, because the 12th heralds not just a full moon, but a supermoon. And the supermoon brings with it a very interesting planetary aspect, which you can find out about on sites that deal with that. I'm not an astrologer, and I find it quite a very well studied knowledge base, and something that I haven't gone into. But I do know about the moon, and I've always been very well aware, very intuitively, about what the moon brings, and especially the supermoons. Now this one, of course, no surprise with the energies that come with it, because we are transiting much quicker than what has been spoken about through into the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is all about change. And I have written a lot about this on my website. And I've also made videos about this. So if you want to locate those and read them and listen to them, then you just type in the relevant words followed by Bealtaine or Cottage, and results will show in your search engine. So it's quite exciting, really, thinking the 12th is so close. And as I've spoken about on my podcast today, the End of Empire podcast 2, there's a quickening. Things are happening fast. We need to be prepared. And more importantly, we need to be aware, because knowledge is power. And when you are aware of potential events, then it's not difficult to be able to work out, to be able to analyse, to be able to think about what it is that you need to do to make your situation stronger. I'm down in the fairy wood. I don't know if you can see the cottage through the trees there. Let me just see if I can focus in. And you can see it's all rather uphill, because of course this is a fairy wood that lies just below the cottage. Quite deep, probably about, I'm trying to work out, must be about 30 feet below the cottage, because you can see up there, there's the entrance that I've come in. There. And I've literally worked my way down into this beautiful dale. Very magical place, by the way. Extremely so. Lots of beautiful ivy-clad trees. Lots of ferns. Been down here doing a little bit of tidying up, cutting back just to keep the paths open. And there's my rebirthed fairy thorn. It's coming on in leaps and bounds. Looking very healthy. Getting ready for another 100 years, no doubt. And down here in the fairy wood, for those of you who are new to the channel, is the fairy well, Danu's well. It's just here. And I divined for this. There was no water on the land registry maps. There was no well on this particular part of the land. This is something I divined for. And this little well, although it looks ever so still, there's water pumping up from the aquifer below, and this is the water that feeds the stream and the pond that runs through the land. This is Danu, a representation of the goddess Danu, watching over the sacred water. And water, of course, is one of the symbols, the symbol of Aquarius. And water is purifying and life-giving and new life-giving, and also carries all the memories. So when I dug out this well after I divined and it kept telling me to dig here. I knew that this and the path I was following was all meant to be. It's very still here this evening. Very still and very meditative. There's a, how can I describe it? There's a very strange, calm energy at present as we build up to the full moon. And this area, this little fairywood, is in essence a very natural portal to the other world. That was the first energies that I picked up on when I eventually uncovered this little part of the land. It was completely encapsulated with briars and thorns, very difficult to get into. And I explain that story in other videos and indeed on the website. What this little area was keeping, was holding on to, was protecting, was ensuring that it remains sacred. Blessings to you all on this beautiful evening in early August, early Lunasa. Blessings to you all. So this was Bealtaine Cottage at the very beginning in 2004. This was the lane leading up to the cottage, as you can see. And this was the view from the front door. Well, it's a different view now.